Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your favorite series here on YouTube, Guess the Elooooo. This episode is being uploaded on December 25th, 2024. So, for those of you celebrating, Merry Christmas to you and your families. And whether you're celebrating Christmas or any of the other amazing holidays this holiday season, I wish you nothing but health, happiness, peace, and love, once again, to you and your loved ones, both on the chessboard and off of it. Now, very quickly, I don't have a present for you, but I'm going to make you a promise here at the end of the year and also into 2025. Usually these episodes feature me yelling, "This episode is sponsored by..." Well, I'm going to be significantly cutting back on sponsors in 2025 and beyond. And the only thing that I'm going to be telling you about really is Chessly. I'm extremely proud of the educational platform that we've built. And right now, at the end of the year, we've got a public launch sale. You can get the lowest price possible until December the 31st. And if you own courses on the previous site, your launch offer extends into the new year. And I'd love if you could do me a favor this holiday season and maybe as a New Year's resolution. Just try Chessly 7 days for free. There's no card required. I want you to experience this incredible educational platform that we've built because in 2025, my goal is to add at least 50 more courses and to build several new learning tools for you. So I guess you could say this episode is in fact brought to you by Chessly. Happy holidays. Enjoy. This episode of Guess the Elooooo is brought to you by pawn to e4. e5, knight f3, knight c6, d4, which is the scotch, which is available on Chessly, by the way. New course. And against d6, what we like to do is we like to go d5 and c4. That's what you should do, d5 and c4. And white plays... oh yeah, bishop to e3. I don't know what that is, but yeah, it's d5 and c4. Bishop g4, still d5. Okay, so you put the pawn here, and now after bishop takes and queen takes, you will promptly be losing that pawn. Okay, from just these moves alone, I guarantee this game is not a rating point, not a single rating point above 1,000 between either of the players so far, okay? That's because this is as far as we got. D6 is absolutely in a course. And, yeah, I mean, it's, that's not what you're supposed to do, okay? Bishop to e3. And queen f6. Doesn't take the pawn in the center. Bishop e2. That pawn is now hanging even more. Okay, please take the pawn in the center. Typical. We're not developing the knight or the bishop or castling. We are going for a fork. Now, white can protect this in a lot of ways. Knight to a3 is the vintage way, and it is played. Okay, vintage beginner brain. Me move horse. No fork possible. Me move back. Yeah, it's got to be like 600 to 700, if even. Okay. All right, no other moves were possible. We couldn't go there, or there, or there. Or even that square. All right? This. Fantastic. C4. All right? C5. En passant? No chance. No chance. A6. Bishop e2. Oh, man. This is the worst nightmare of every beginner, which is a closed position. So I predict nobody does anything. You guys ready? Okay, f3 is good defending. Okay. Okay. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. All right, practically speaking, of course, this is a draw, but meaning like the players are never going to successfully break through. But the person who controls the pawn breaks controls the game. 2 en passants missed. Rook g1. Okay, like not a single move has made any sense, which is adorable. Good. Okay. Oh, legendary. Oh, the base has been infiltrated. Oh my God. Look at this. This is legendary stuff. This is, you know, I just watched Squid Game season 1, first time ever. Never watched it before because I wanted to watch season 2 with my wife. She was like, "You got to watch it." And you know, this is like the police officer in the game. I'm not gonna spoil anything. I'm just, you know, this is my boy right here who breaks in. You know what I'm saying? He got in and he's feasting. Like he's cooking it up. You know what I'm saying? So What? What is this? This is horrendous. I mean, white decided at some point that they actually know how to play chess. Holy moly. I mean, that's not that hard at all. Oh my goodness. Promote. Good. Cerebral. Stalemate. No stalemate. Excellent technique. Okay, so fascinating. At some point in this game, white gave the controller to the older sibling, who obviously knew how to move the pieces. Yeah, I mean, I don't think these people are higher than 700. I really don't. It could be bullet. I mean, if it's bullet, maybe, but like, still, if it's bullet to go knight c6 is absurd, and there's no way they're in the 4 digits if they don't see this. I mean, like, this is the scotch, for God's sake, right? Like, and d6 is a very common move at beginner level when you don't even know that pawns can take each other. I'm actually gonna say like 500. I think like 580. Because I just don't think, if it's 600-700, it's probably 3-minute chess, so it's like probably worse. But I'm gonna say like 580. 600. 580 to 620. That's my range. But let's just say 580. You guys ready? I'm about to start this Title Tuesday with this Guess the Elo. Sorry, all my series fusing together with one of the most vicious insults of all time. Okay, survey says, for the record, it's not me. I am not the one playing the game. 450. Oh, we have the extension on. 450 versus 417. Wow, I even overshot it. That is crazy. That is legendary stuff. 450 versus 417. All right, we're off to a pretty good start. And this was a rapid game, I guess, right? 10-minute game. Minecraft Dude 342 and Spider Fighter 580. All right, listen. 580 is also what I thought you were benching, so good. We're off to a nice start. I'm loving this. 580. I mean, I even lower, you know? I mean, it was a little bit of a silly game. I thought you played quite well. All right? So, well done. That was good. Okay. Game number 2. Gotham's up with the black pieces this time. We the feel-good moment, you know? 420 got the 580. That's like, that's almost like 50% increase. It's like 35% or something. Hello, you're spamming questions. Guys, I'm recording Guess the Elo. Please do not spam questions in the chat. We're live. You can't storm a movie set and demand an answer. I'll get to it after, okay? Now, to answer your question and delay the show, no, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna do this. Afterward, I will answer, I promise. But the question is actually about Chessly 2.0. So let me take this moment to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, Chessly. Chessly is the best and most cost-effective way to learn chess as a beginner and intermediate player, with many, many new features coming in 2025. No, I'm just kidding. Let's get back to the scheduled programming. It's almost like we had an insider, you know? And the best part is your ad block can't even skip that, which is crazy. Your ad block's like... Anyway. So, E4, Caro-Kann. Knight C3, D5. All right. Caro-Kann, very nice. Knight F6, bad move. Okay, 2 knights Caro-Kann, either very lucky by white, or white plays this against everything, right? Like, the thing is, if you're a beginner and this is how you start every game, you can start the same way in the Caro-Kann, right? Knight F6 is not the best move. You know, Bishop G4 is my recommendation, as well as, I mean, I've played everything here. Okay, D3 is obviously not the best move. Here there's a very nice move by black, which is E5. If takes, you have D4 attacking the knight, and when the knight moves, you have Queen A5 attacking the king here and the knight. So that's never gonna happen. G6. Yeah, so now this runs right into the same exact thing I talked about, and it's actually even worse because everything hangs. Kind of crazy. So I also think this game must be below 1,000, because let me just tell you something right now. If I showed this position to somebody, like, and I said, make a move for white, not a tactic, just play a move. Okay? The moves that you should say are these. E5, because makes sense. Pawn takes pawn, because makes sense. And here to castle. If you say anything else, oh, and here to go this way, I would accept that. That would be I feel like above like 1500, somebody with white would go, hey, pattern recognition, let me go for this bishop, let me castle this. These moves make sense. This. Those are the only moves I would accept. if you tell me those 4 moves, bishop takes knight is not a good move. You just lose the bishop for the knight with no purpose. There's other moves. This is... You cannot explain this move. There's no explanation. It doesn't have an idea. Oh, I'm just jumping into the... Okay, and what's next? That's always the question. What's next? What's the next move? If you cannot explain... And this is a good way to teach your kids chess, too. I mean, most of you watching on Twitch right now are 11, and most of you in the comment section on YouTube are probably 6 months older than the people watching on Twitch, but the other people who are passively watching this right now are probably like late teens, you know, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, etc. And, what I would encourage you to do is ask people you're going to teach chess, or ask yourselves the question of what's the next move? And if there is no next move, then, and again, this doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make sense. That makes sense. You can't explain these moves, right? Okay, a6 is feeble. I don't love it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, none of these moves make any sense. Oh my, I mean, h4 made some sense. Oh, now we're starting to make some sense, actually, which is kind of insane. Gotham Sub is playing with the black pieces. Gotham Sub is getting attacked. I don't know, I mean, this is crazy. I don't know how you are playing the Karo Khan, but you are not paying attention to this. Guys, 2 games in a row. Look, 2 games in a row. Blindness in the center. Beginners, pay attention. Look how much blindness is in the center. For beginners. They forget about these pawns. Finally, but now you're under... Oh my god. Oh, the dopamine of wanting to attack the bishop and just... You are trying to attack the king. You open the position. Open the position. This is crazy. Just go back and you are vibing by the campfire. Danger levels. The king is under attack, and so is the bishop. But what's crazy is that here's a very common pattern. If you play c5, the bishop moves. If you play c3, the bishop moves. But if you play b4, and then c3, it's a very common trick. High-level trick. But c3 is played, and now black can save the bishop by giving it away in 1 move. Completely forgetting that this was ever a threat. Wow, we are off to a... horrific start. I mean, these are not... I'm not happy with these games. I mean, you see, but here's the good news. The good news is there's a lot of room for improvement. And I'm gonna add a lot of courses on Chessly. Like, one of the courses that I have coming up for beginners is gonna be called Not Making 1 Move Mistakes Anymore. And so a quiz will be this and say, is anything under attack in black's position? Yes or no? They're gonna look around and they're gonna go, no. And they're gonna forget about this. So like, this is the stuff you gotta practice, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be making actually a lot of my YouTube videos into courses. For example, I have a YouTube video, 7 most common chess mistakes. The good thing about Chessly is there's gonna be a course called 7 most common chess mistakes, which will elaborate on the stuff in the video. I'm gonna make a lot of beginner-friendly modules, which I think doesn't really exist. Now, white just has to get the queen there. You could trade the knight and bring the queen. Okay, free pawn. Oh, queen trade, yeah. White is cooking. Okay, and how is white gonna win the game? Trade the rooks, checkmate. Oh, discover check. Oh, good move. Okay. Yeah, now let's make some queens. Let's trade, let's make some queens. Rook takes pawn is mate. You forgot about the rook. F4 mate. No. Rook h4 is mate. Wrong rook. Oh my god. Oh, finally we got there. We were you know, playing around, but we finally got to our destination. Okay. It was solid, but stuff like 95, you can't be above 800. 95 is bananas. 95 is either 800 playing blitz or like 600 max. And then there was some logic. Like, I mean, 92 is... Here's the thing. Can a 500 and below player even play 92? I don't think so. I actually think you have to be... Like, 500s don't even know knights go backwards. I actually think this is like a 7 to 800 rated game. I don't think 500s know knights move backwards. I mean, white did not make a single backwards move the entire game. Look at white. White only went forward. I'm going to say like 750. I think 95 is absurd. If it's above 1,000, I will be very disturbed. Ready? All right, this was the previous game. All right, I said 750. Oh, it's analyzing the game. 670 versus 650. I've been over. Wow. That was a rapid game, yeah? No, I mean, a lot of signs gave it away. A lot of signs. Yeah, look, guys, you can't... Yeah, this is not good. I mean, 95's crazy. 95 after 50 seconds. Yeah, you gotta stop thinking, bro. You just gotta... We gotta follow the basics. We gotta follow the basics. We haven't castled yet? Don't go to battle with one horse. That's the saying. I'm pretty sure Sun Tzu said that. And if he didn't, I did. All right? You can't go to battle with a one horse. There you go. And if you want me to say it in like a anime voice, I'm not saying Sun Tzu is Japanese. I'm just, dramatic. You gotta, I'll do, there's the omae wa mushinderu. You gotta, you cannot go to battle on a one horse. Nani? You need at least 2 of them. Just 2. You and your boy on some horses. Exactly. You can't stop an avalanche with a horse, and you also cannot go to battle with one horse. You need the boys and the girls, but you can't do, you can't. My favorite type of cheese? Probably manchego or pepper jack. Manchego because I love jamón ibérico. I went to Spain and now I'm basically Spanish. Like I say, ¿cómo estás? I'm basically Spanish. All right, bye. Ready? Game 3. It's good one. I think it's good. Yeah, I think good stuff. We playing Title Tuesday or Rage Quitted? Yeah, we Rage Quitted. Yep. E4. Okay. Philidork. You played that. By the way, Philidor course on E4, E5 sidelines, just like so you guys know. At the time of recording this, December 24th, it's not out yet, but it will be. So I have I have like the Ponziani, I have the Scotch, but that's all against knight c6. So against knight f6, d6, d5, f5, queen e7, queen f6, all those silly lines. I recommend going d4 quickly, and against the Philidor specifically, I really like queen takes. And the idea of queen takes is after knight c6, bishop b5, you drop back, and then you very quickly, not like that, you castle queenside. Philidor is not particularly bad for black, but it's pretty easy to get an aggressive position. Okay, anyway, Gotham subscriber is playing black and plays... wow. Okay, the computer hates it, but this is kind of like trying to play a reverse Vienna gambit. I don't hate it. E takes, and immediately black is just better. F5 is one of the sneakiest ways to get an advantage with black, because if white doesn't go d4, white gets cooked. And rook e1... Yeah, now I would go queen d7 and try to castle as quickly as possible. And by the way, look how much we're learning game by game. Central pawn blind spot. You can't go into battle with one horse. Boys. And like the 6 girls that are watching this simply by statistics. You can't go to battle with one horse. You can't do it. I mean, like now, all black has to do is trade this, go here, and long castle. There's no attack to be started, and the game will proceed with white getting attacked. You can't go to battle with one horse. Look at this. Sun Tzu said that, and so did Gotham Chess. Queen d7, beautiful. Now white's got to go d4, but it's too late. It's too late. Excellent technique now. D takes. Oh my goodness. Look at this. This is bad. White's got to go c4. White doesn't go. Queen takes. GG's. It's over. Excellent game so far. Wow. This is really high-level stuff. Yeah, black obviously has a plan, and this is one of these things that if white doesn't know how to exploit, which they clearly don't. By the way, you can't even take the queen because it's mate. So not only are you losing material, oh my god, black's move here is insanity. What? Black sacks a queen for the rook? Why? Just get the queen out. What? I mean, you're still winning because you're up a full rook, but there's no need to simplify. You are up a queen for nothing. It's just a queen. Also, if you're going to sack a queen for the rook, sack it for the one that is less active. After this, it's -5. After this, it's probably also -5, but it's -5.2. I'm smart. All right? It's not, don't do this. But, by the way, no beginner sacks the queen here. No beginner. Why? Beginners know to save their... This shows that black is flexing. This is what this is. Black knows that even with the queen for the rook, black is going to win. That means it's at least 1,500. That means it's at least. Black obviously knows what they're doing. Okay, they hung a fork, but somehow I almost believe that they knew... Oh no, black is just on drugs. Yeah, they... Oops. Nope. Never mind. Nope. Black just is equal now. Bro is up a full queen to 7-8 moves later. I mean, this might be bullet, but I somehow do not think so. I somehow don't think this is... Oh my goodness. Oh, we're running. Oh, now we're... Oh, bishop f8. Oh, bishop f8 was winning the bishop. Oh my god. Okay, now we're winning again, probably.
What the... How do you... What is this? What are you doing? It's the only thing you have left. If the king goes to the other side of the board, he doesn't become a queen. That's not how this works.
Oh my goodness. Oh my.
Oh, nice.
Okay, if this is not bullet or blitz, I'm gonna have an aneurysm. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. The pawn's gonna make it through. The pawn's gonna... Nope. Yo. He's gonna walk in front of... How is this game still going? He's gonna step in... He's gonna step in front of... No, he's not gonna step. He's not stepping. Yeah, it's the one thing that it's the one thing that had to be avoided. It's the... Yeah, now he... Yeah. Okay. Here's what I think, all right? Here's what I think. If this game is slow, I don't know the time control, right? If this game is slow, nobody, I mean, the only explanation for these moves is that this was a fast game. Because these players are obviously very good, right? But I think they didn't have a lot of time. I think it's the only explanation. There is no other explanation. If this was a slow game of chess, black is cheating. Like, black, I don't know what... I mean, this is crazy stuff. I don't think this is rapid. There is no way this is rapid because... Yeah, so I'm going to say... Bullet or blitz and like 17, 1800. Is that insane? Bullet or blitz? It's got to be bullet if it's like 1700. I'm going to say like 16 to 1700. That's my guess. But it has to be a fast time control. There is no way this is rapid. There's no way. There is no way this is rapid. Or they burnt all their time and then they were in time trouble. Ready? Oh, I'm so scared. Obviously, this is not the same game. $900 and this was rapid. 983, 997. No way. No. Are you kidding me? Not... Why did black do that? What? This was a slow game and you hung your queen, a rook, and then a bishop? Охуеть. Oh, I'm broken. Like, spiritually, I'm completely broken. I can't believe this was a slow... I can't believe all of this happened with 7 minutes. I mean, to play rook d1 here, eternally kaput, like, no disrespect. But I think you just gave me depression. Did you lose a rook for free and a queen? Yo, you gotta get Chesley, bro. You gotta get. I mean, we got a course coming out on Chesley called Trading Pieces, and this because you traded a queen for a rook. Not a good deal. Not a good deal. 9 to 5. Not a good deal, brother. Not a good deal. I can't. Not that's not. One's 9, one's 5. Now I thought you were high rated because you were BMing. I just thought you were like, I don't need the queen. I'm gonna win anyway. Okay, then White, of course, was winning for a moment when they could have gone here. But to play this in 4 seconds, you have, let me calculate this right now. You got 8 times 60, that's 480, plus 20. You got 508 seconds, and you use 4 of them to play this move. 4 divided by 508. Bro, that is crazy. A 500, like, a 508 divided, you used none of your time, dude. None of it. I mean, good lord, that's not even the Gotham sub. I'm just coaching now. Bober kurva. Unbelievable. Oh, all right. Yeah. Crazy. Also, I forgot to add the final game. Let me just quickly find it. It's a Sicilian with a bishop c4. There it is. Forgot to add this game last. Okay. I'm kind of devastated if I'm being honest. All right. Ilya beats Islam. No, I think Makhachev is not going to lose to Topuria. But Topuria is fascinating. Fascinating. You know second word is bad? What? Really? Wait, the second word that I just said is a bad word? That's crazy. All right. 2 games left of this Christmas special. You know, you gotta. London. Speaking of London, did you know that on May 9th, 2025, I will be in London in the Westminster Hall Capacity 1800 as part of my Gotham European Tour 2025, the first of its kind. I did 2 events in London when I was there last in November of 2023 at King's Cross St. Pancras, as well as the Conway Theatre. It was really special, and I look forward to doing an event there once again. 1,800 seats, live guests, the Elooooo, Q&A, live games, and hopefully some very special guests. Don't miss it. Use the command tickets in the chat or check the YouTube description. Now, back to our regularly scheduled programming. London. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Knight f3, c5, e3, c4. Okay, fun fact. This is bad. By the way, every single one of these openings does have a course on Chesley. I'm just letting you know. You don't have to study it, but just in case. Now, here's a fun fact about this game. In the first 13 moves of this game, Black moved pawns 10 times, Black moved the king twice, and moved the knight once in the first 13 moves. So whenever you see this as a London player, you need to play b3 and you need to play a4. That is not what you're supposed to play because that doesn't solve anything. You are not going to go there or, you know, you've got to go b3. Black plays b5. You now need to play a4 or b3. That also doesn't solve anything. Now Black has a lot of space and you're not fighting back against it. Knight d2, and now Black plays a4, and, well, that's kind of dumb, but they locked up your entire queen side. So now what you should do is you should strike in the center. Again, a recurring theme in today's episode is you cannot do battle with one horse. It's kind of crazy how this has happened in every single game. I don't know where you guys decided that one horse can deal damage. By the way, f6 on the board, and actually White is a genius because queen h5 now wins the game. This is the, this is the vintage way to bait an attack out of your opponent. And then the knight goes here, and now not only is the knight on a bad square, it's also just straight up trapped. This is very famous knight trap technique, which Black promptly allows the knight back to the center, and then here blunders queen h5 check. Okay, so this is basically the worst game I've ever seen. If any of these players are above 500, I'm probably just gonna vomit. This is just horrible. Like, I don't even know what to possibly say here. Yeah, this is horrendous. This is not acceptable at all. This is losing in like 97 different ways. The easiest way to win is to take the knight, force the king out, and you can win the queen, but you can also just mate here. Like, I don't know how. Okay, you gotta go G. That's a little hard to find. You just win the queen. All right, queen f7 is on the board. King d6. What? What? Why? And why this? What is this? Why did you just lose? You're still winning, which is kind of insane because you can play bishop f6 and win the rook. Okay. Yeah, the whole reason this is still winning is bishop f6. Draw? Okay. I don't know why we had, like, why didn't we just take and, like, nothing changed. I don't know what... Why did we have to lose 2 pieces to get to the exact same position? And we're still winning. Okay, but now we're losing too much material. Yeah, this game is defense optional. Okay. Oh, good move. Wow. Good move. Now, rook b1. Nice. Rook c1. Let it be known, this is actually one of the top engine moves, but that's crazy. Rook queen d7. And after all that, h3. After all that, not even rook b1. Not even this. h3. Just like hand and brain after like 47 alcoholic beverages. Mate. GG. Okay, so again, yeah, this game, this was utter nonsense. This was... Okay, this approach by black is actually not completely dumb. f5 being blundered, queen h5 being blundered. What rating can I possibly estimate here with the loss of all this material? Gotta be like 600 max, right? Gotta be 600. Like, this was bananas. This was just absolute chaos. Bishop f6, like... And yet, black saw, you know, white saw that the bishop was hanging. I mean, the losing of the material on the c4 square was craziness. Absolutely crazy. I mean, what rating do you have to be to play h3, by the way? Is h3 genius or delusion? Like, what is... h3 is actually not a bad move. Like, the foresight not to get back rank mated as opposed to giving a check is crazy. I'm going to say 770. I'm actually, just because of this one move, I'm going to say high 700s. Can you believe it? Just one move. I think h3, not taking anything, I actually think is high 7, just off one move. Everything is, you know, high level. I mean, everything is low level, but on that one move alone, I'm going to say 770. Oh, 683. I overshot it, but yeah, you know, I actually thought it was higher than 600. Wow. I mean, it wasn't very close. I keep giving people 100 more rating points. Maybe it's the holiday season and I'm feeling generous. H3 was a smart move. You know what? I'm going to predict H3 was played after some thought. 20 seconds. Yeah, white was like, you know what? I've been mated before, and while it does feel good sometimes, doesn't always feel good, you know, so I'm gonna say h3. Wow. Look at that. All right, we're gonna end with one final game. One final game. Ready? One final game. This was a very, very goofy episode. A lot of silly games today. A lot of silly games. I've been enjoying it quite a bit. I've been very nice to people somehow. I've been overestimating all your ratings by like 100 points. All right. So this game started really well. All right. This game started, and you know, we do have a lot of Sicilian. We will have a lot of Sicilians in the future. On Cheesley. But the problem with being a Sicilian player is that people are going to play bishop c4. This actually happens like 1 in every 6 games, is that people just play e4, knight f3, bishop c4, and you don't get to play your Sicilian. The good thing is, though, you can play e6, d5, and that's, yeah, and you know, you go for b5, and now you're chilling, you know? The thing about this is, white should go here. All right, so bishop d5. This is easy, though. I just take the bishop, and now I have 2 bishops. Okay, again, for the 4th game in a row, although this one makes more sense because this is at least a recapture, you cannot go to battle with a horse. You get kicked out, and then I go here and here. Fine, although that's not solving the problem. But this is very good, excellent. Now you castle. You have to at least take with the pawn. Not because you attack something, but because the whole point of the game of chess is to, well, it's to win, but it's to develop the pieces, right? Now I can't. And you have a very strong rook. You gotta think how the decision of one piece affects the decisions and the lives of the others. And if society operated on that a little bit more, it would be a better place. Now, castle, great. d5. Unfortunately, though, white is still better because white played a little bit stronger ultimately. Well, that trade actually wasn't so good. The knight is better than the bishop, but this is one of those rare moments. This is actually a perfect example for the trading pieces course. Should white trade on e7 or not? Who does that help? And the answer is, it helps black. That bishop is not good. Yes, knights are worse than bishops a little bit, but okay. Rooks to the middle, f6. Yeah, black is playing very nicely. Oh my god. Will they find bishop d2? That's not a bad move. The check. Black gets very lucky. Now, white gets very lucky, rather. Okay, now we're going to trade all the pieces. That's a... Okay, this has to be 4-digit, right? It has to be. Queen b7 is way too high level. All right, okay. Rook a8 is wild. Oh, nice, preventing back rank checkmate, because you saw the... Block with the queen. Oh. No, but taking is insane. I mean, taking is crazy. I mean, taking, to commit to this and then to take is great. You can't trade the queens here. Are you crazy? Yeah, now you just lose. No. Rook to the, come on. King f8, what are you doing? At least be active with the king. No, you can never play king f8 here, ever. Again, I said earlier, like, if I gave the multiple choice and somebody said king f8, they're not my student anymore. Bring the rook. Okay, okay, I get it. Don't trade too many pawns. You have to preserve the last pawn. You have to preserve the last pawn. Great. Excellent. Push. Wow. Oh! Oh! We end very, very, very well. Oh. Okay. Black, obviously, trying to play Knight or Sicilian. We gotta give like 1500. I mean, nobody below 1500 even knows the Najdorf exists. Nobody below 1500 even, you know, like, even knows how to spell it. So, obviously, you know, smart, pretty good play, no real blunders. Knight takes bishop, a little bit of a rush move, but I kind of get it. You know, you're kind of taught. Queen b3, well spotted, blunder, queen b7, and yeah, like these decisions make me think it's not like above 1500 to trade like this. Yeah, okay, I think black is higher rated than white. We gotta end on a good note. And very good control at the end here. Winning everything. Very, very good technique. Say like 1550. 1550. I think black is a little higher rated than white. Yeah. 1550. Survey says 1220 versus 1190? That was the overperformance of a lifetime. 1200 is obscene. Are you actually 1200? What does Chess.com think? Chess.com thinks you're 1950, you crackhead. Yeah, literally. Coach straight up had nothing to say. Coach straight up just slapped you on the butt. Like, not like lawsuit, you know? I'm saying, good job. Coach had nothing to say. You straight up left the coach speechless. He was just like, like in baseball, they just, bah! You see all the athletes smacking one another. I don't think Guess the Elo ever featured me smacking my own butt. So I think that's how we're gonna end today's episode.